And right now, to his newest band with Chad Smith and the Red Hot Chili Peppers, Joe Satriani, and his Van Halen bandmate Mike Anthony, the gold supergroup Chickenfoot. To his platinum solo career with his band The Wabos, the man who can't drive 55 has been standing on top of the rock since most of us were still wetting the bed at night. And yes, I didn't forget about HSAS either. Besides his status among rock stars, Sam has shown he's also got the Midas touch in business. He's the masterful entrepreneur behind the Cabo Wabo Tequila, the most successful new tequila brand in the liquor business in years. And today he's brought along some generous samples of his latest venture, a Hawaiian sugarcane rum known as Sammy's Beach Bar Rum. Which I hope you'll indulge me and take a taste right now. You should all have a little bit. You already drank it? Good for you. Will you please welcome Rock and Roll Hall of Famer and my friend, the one and only Sammy Hagar.
Thanks very much for inviting me down here, and Gary kind of overdid it, but it's okay. I'm kind of used to that. Anyway, yeah, this is cool, very cool. I haven't been here before, I've heard about it, and I've seen a lot of good bands come out of this thing, and
yeah,
so
some great bands. So, wow, how exciting for me to sit down with the one and only Sammy Hagar and friends coming out on September 20th. We're going to play probably, Sam, what do you think, like 4 tunes from the record?
Sure.
4 tunes from the record, we think. We hope we have enough time for 4 tunes from the record. So much good stuff. So tell me about how And Friends came along.
Well, I started off to, making this record. I was going to do an anthology record because I've had, it's like my 4th decade of things, you know, Montrose and solo and the Van Halen era, and then the Wabos, and then Chickenfoot. There's actually 5 things, so I thought I would put an anthology record out with some Montrose and you know, license all the different stuff, and I'd write a song. I was going to write 4 new songs for each era. I was going to write a Montrose song, and I got Denny and Bill, and they came, they're still alive from Montrose, and we recorded a song, and it was great, right? A very Montrose-esque rock candy type song. And then I, you know, do some early Hagar, so I did like a Carr song, you know, and I wrote a Carr song, right? And I started going, and these songs turned out so good. I said, I'm going to make a whole record, and you know, it just worked out.
So no more EPs. Sam's going to make a whole record.
It wasn't an EP. It was like a 4 CD set. It was a damn box set, and that was the other thing. So anyway, so I just kept writing. I kept writing. I kept asking friends to write with me, and I had a bunch of friends that came out and played and sang with me, and it's really cool. I got the Wobbles, got Kid Rock, got Denny Carmassi, Bill Church. People like, you know, Joe Satriani, of course, Chad Smith, Michael Anthony, Neil Schon,
Ronnie Dunn?
Ronnie Dunn.
Yeah,
He wrote a song called Bad on Fords that's killing rock.
Nice little Carr song.
Yeah. So I did something really different on this record, a lot of different stuff, kind of fearless, as at this stage in my career, fame and fortune doesn't really mean that much to me, honestly. It's more like, do what you really want to do. So I did what I really wanted to do. So this first track, I woke up one morning, I wrote it, went into the studio, and recorded it and sang it. And it's kind of different, so I want to play it for you. It's called Wind It Down. Actually, it's a protest song. Let me just set this up. I wrote I Can't Drive 55 was a protest song, believe it or not. It wasn't a gimmick, it was a protest song. Songs like, you know, One Way to Rock in its own way was a protest song about rock radio calling them the rock of the town, and they played ballads all day. So you know, so this is my new protest song.
This is a new protest song, Winding Down.
You can't tame the beast. Well, I'll be wrapping up and I'll be winding down.
Yeah, right? Does it feel, it feels good to kind of
It really does.
get it out there.
Yeah, I haven't played any of this stuff for anyone except my closest friends and 2 or 3 people in a room. So to have a room of people and feel the kind of, the feeling, you know, I got little goosebumps.
You got little goosies? You got goosies?
Worked for me.
So do you feel, Sam, do you feel like you're, I mean, because you've always been a band guy who's played nicely with others. Do you feel like a band guy? Are you more comfortable being a band guy or a solo guy?
I'm honestly more comfortable being a band guy.
You are, yeah.
I love being in bands. There's something special happens that transports you to a higher place because of other musicians, and they come up with things that you would never thought about, and you feel sometimes uncomfortable, you know, showing your bad side or just being lazy in front of other people. So you kind of work a little harder, and I think I've done my best work with Montrose, with Van Halen, and with Chickenfoot. I really do. But that's my opinion. HSAS even. But I think that, but being a solo is so, you really get off. You know what I mean? You get to do everything you want to do, and that's why guys quit bands and become solo artists. And it's really hard dealing with other people for a long time. Not too many people can get along for more than 4 or 5 years. Let me tell you.
Well, HSAS, you just brought HSAS up. They're like sort of one of those bands. I mean, we're WDHA is a Jersey station. We have those diehard fans that know every song from every era, and I still get calls from people going, how come you guys aren't playing any HSAS? So let me ask you, was that always the lightning in a bottle project? Was that ever really meant to be like a band? Because you guys sort of started going. I remember the videos on MTV were like the early live videos, great band, and then all of a sudden it was like, psh, nada. And it's coming back at
It's hard to explain what happened to HSAS. You know, our idea was to get together. Neil Schon was in Journey at that time. The drummer was in Santana. The bass player, Kenny Aronson, was from Billy Squier. And I was a solo artist. And we were all platinum artists. And we were all out there playing all over the world, doing 120 shows a year and making records. And we just squeezed. The reason we did a live album, the first album, is because we didn't have time to go to the studio and really do it, so we just went out and played some shows, and it was like, okay, we'll do it again if we ever have a chance. And we never had a chance. It was really funny because Journey went out and they had a huge record after that, and I Can't Drive 55 after that, so I had a huge record. So there was all these demands and this, you know, fame and fortune to go chasing down the road, and we went and chased it, and it never got together again. But Neil and I have been friends forever, and we do it all the time.
You guys are working together now?
Well, on this record, you know, HSA, Hagar, Schon, Aronson, Shreve, is basically Hagar, Satriani, Anthony, Smith.
Yeah, right.
HSAS again for Chickenfoot, right?
Got it coming back a little
bit. And then we Joe just finished a new record, so he's in Europe touring, so I wanted to get some more friends together, so I got Chad and Mike Anthony and Neil Schon was around.
So it still fits.
So it's HSAS again still, you know, and we cut a couple songs. We basically had nothing in mind, went into my studio live and just spent a couple days jamming like we always do. We played like this song called, a song called Going Down, an old Freddie King tune Jeff Beck covered. A lot of people have covered it, and it was Chickenfoot's jam song. If Chickenfoot ever got together in the Cobble Wobble the first 5 years before Joe Satriani, we always played Going Down. So I said, let's just play Going Down live. So we did that, but we also covered a song. I had this idea, driving to the studio, I heard a song on the radio, and I was listening to an alternative station.
Ooh, alternative
I was listening to Live 95 in San Francisco, which I like that station a lot. And it's inspiring. So I heard this song by a group that I'm going, wow, what if we covered that today? And so I brought it up to everybody. One person in the band didn't even know ever heard of the band or the song.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's from the 80s. Yeah. So I covered it. We jammed it. We threw it together that day. It's not live. You know, we produced it, but so you want to play that?
I want to play that. Yeah. Should we tell them what it is first?
No,
we're not going to tell them. We're going to get like that natural reaction.
Yeah, maybe somebody. If you've never heard this, I wrote it.
It's one of the best songs ever, truly. All right, so let's fire it up. Let's do it now. And I think those of you who don't know, or maybe who haven't seen the buzz about it, are going to be really surprised. I want to see the look on everybody's faces.
It's adventurous for Sammy Hagar to do this.
Absolutely, no doubt about it. Let's do it.
Your own personal Jesus.
next song, I went on a trip to Tahiti, to all the French Polynesian islands with my family for Christmas last year. And I got there and I said, I'm not taking a tape recorder, I'm not taking a guitar, and I'm not taking a pad and a pencil. I'm going to go over there and I'm going to sit on the beach because I'm an idea guy. I get an idea, it ruins my day. I'll come right off the beach, run up and do it, So I went over there with nothing, spent about 24 hours on this gorgeous place, and as beautiful as any place in the world, and I go, I got to have a guitar. I'm on an island with 80 people. I start talking to people. So somebody finds me this guitar. It was just really a hunk of crap. It was so bad. The strings were like that far off the neck. It had every kind of string you can imagine and not in the right place or nothing. But he gave me this guitar. And I wrote this song on that guitar. And I love this song. To me, it's my favorite song on the album. It's called
Father's Son?
Father's Son.
Beautiful
spelled
song.
S-U-N. But it's really about waiting on the sun. It's really about the sun. I'm a sun worshiper.
You? No.
Horrible day out there. Miserable.
Sam's going to Vegas tomorrow, by the way. 115 tomorrow, Sam. You ready?
That's a little too much, but now I'm a sun worshiper.
All right, so let's do Father Son.
So I wrote this song about the sun.
You're going to love it.
Yeah, it's very unique.
Song to the rising sun. I sing the song when the day is done. And I can't wait for the morning come. Sing a song to my father's son.